I'm Mr. Sage. Solving math word problems is often one of the most difficult things we do in math, but it's also one of the most important because it takes things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and puts them in the context of a real-world setting. So today, I want to teach you a method for solving math word problems called the 4-Square method. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to separate our workspace into 4 equal sections. Okay? First thing, our word problem. Caitlin picked 13 apples. She used 8 to make an apple pie. How many apples does she have left? Our first step goes in the first box. We write a situational equation that matches the word problem. She started with 13. She used apples. She used 8 apples in the pie. How many does she have left? Second step, we use a strategy in order to solve the equation. I'm using 10 frames. I start off with 13 circles representing our apples. I cross out the 8 that she used, and I count, and I'm left with 5 apples left over. My third box, I actually write my answer. Key is, I use a label. I always want to label my answers to my word problem so our audience or readers know the context of our answers, so they know we're talking about apples and not things like cows or dogs or something else other than apples. Fourth, we want to double check our answer using a different strategy. So here I'm using number bonds. We have 13 apples, the 8 that she used, and we're going to count up from 8 to see how many it takes to get to 13, and that's 5. So that 5 matches this, the answer from our first strategy. Last thing is we want to take our answer and we want to plug it back into our original equation to make sure that it actually makes sense. 13 minus 8 equals 5. Now if this was an answer like 26, we would know that that answer doesn't make sense and we need to resolve. That's one strategy that we can use for solving math word problems.